Hey, what's going on? I thought I'd make a small video for my members. You know, I'm sitting outside a parking lot. Yeah, you can see, right? Parking lot, sitting outside the parking lot. My daughter's getting her braces worked on, and the wife's in there. And still, these medical places, they don't want both parents in there because you still got to wear masks and all that. You know, whatever. No big deal. So I'm just sitting here and, just enjoying the air outdoors. And it's kind of cool. This weekend, tomorrow we're going to downtown Seattle for a pride parade, to represent for the people who are not afraid to be different. They're not even different. They're people. But you know what I mean, where they still get criticized and all that. I have, my daughter and stuff, they're proud. They're proud for being who they are. And I'm proud of them for being who they are. And we're going to represent, in the Pride Parade tomorrow. That's going to be exciting. And, I'm just here to say, you got to live your life. Last night we saw the movie Elvis. And then, of course, I know a lot of the story of Elvis in watching documentaries. And it's just, what a great man. It's kind of a sad story. And it really, really puts things in perspective. And it makes you think about even things in life, because from the far, young people, you probably look at Elvis, you think, oh, the perfect token white boy, right? Grow up with a picket fence, and you learn his story. He was growing up poor like a lot of us, and a lot of it hit like home because he grew up in a black community. And that's where he learned the music, the dance, the love, a lot of great influence. You've seen in his music, the way he dances. We were poor. I had one parent, just a father. And where we were left kind of like nothing. We would live in an auction. We would live in a Spanish community. We were like the only white family there. It was great. The influence, the what you learn about other cultures. It's one thing to learn about other cultures, but it's different when you live with the other culture and you learn so much. And you look at the world, how unappreciated the world is, how so single-minded people are. It really truly blows you away that people still want to separate themselves, and it's just so weird. And look at Elvis getting arrested just for dance moves. And he knew if he do his dance moves, he'd get arrested. He said, fuck you, I'm going to do it. I mean, that's a badass. That's American badass, and being trapped by a manager, being trapped, being sucked into drugs to sleep, to get awake. I mean, he wasn't doing like heroin and that kind of stuff. And it's like, yeah, you look at one end, you're a millionaire, but he really wasn't. He was a prisoner in his own, in his own. After a show, he would go into his room and just be a prisoner. And it really, you start thinking about a lot of these stars, we kind of look at them like rich assholes, but a lot of them are prisoners too. Just how we are like prisoners. And it just makes you think that, man, people, you just got to get out. You got to do your thing. Just enjoy life. Don't let people make you a prisoner. We're all prisoners in so many different ways. And and these are just thoughts, these are my morning thoughts. You're like, he's getting kind of deep. No, it's not deep. It's just, you gotta live life. Just gotta do it. There are so many times that, I wonder, what I put on YouTube 20 years ago and or 10 years ago. And it's like, you put a barrier between yourself, when you grow up. I grew up with, speech issues. Had to do speech therapy all the way to junior high. And I've seen kids, they watch you, and you go to speech class, you go to this, and, people make fun of you and stuff. And it's just like, and it does hit you, it does like bring you down. And then one day, it kind of happens for you where you learn, like, fuck you, right? You know what I mean? Fuck you, Yes, I'm not perfect in this one thing. I'm not perfect in here. But you know what? This is me. This is who I am. And you kind of learn that just be who you are. And sometimes, I do wish there's some things that I feel like I have more courage that I didn't have when I was young. And I wish I had it when I was young. And that's why I appreciate young people, especially I've said this on YouTube. We've seen young people talk about things that other people they look down on, and the courage that these people are doing it. It's such amazing. And in a lot of ways, I'm jealous because I wish I exactly had that when I was super young, because when you hear things from so many people growing up and stuff, it does stick with you. That's why I can't stand people being bullies, social media, in real life. And there's no reason to be a bully. There's absolutely never a reason to be a bully, because it does affect people. But a lot of things you learn, that a lot of people are bullies. They're still bullies and they grow. Some people do grow out of it, but a lot of them don't. And there's no call. So if you people see anybody getting bullied, praise them in some way. Say, don't listen to them. You're going to be fine. Don't let them ever bring you down. That's a lesson that I wish that somebody told me when I was young, when I was younger and stuff. A lot of times I was a loner. It is what it is. And sometimes one thing, the beautiful thing about movies, sometimes that a lot of people I know in the community don't like movies. That's fine. But sometimes the movies bring back some memories that make you think that, wow, I've been there in a lot of ways. It's like the old saying, the more things change, the more they stay the same. And it's so true. Even though, these things happen as a kid or this, they're still happening all over. It doesn't matter. Just things look differently. Technology is there. But bullying's still there. Social media, computers, back in my day it was phone calls, mails, in person, But it's all there. So if you guys get anything out of me ranting here, is just be yourself and just don't ever let people tell you what to do. You can take advice. Okay, I got a wife. I take advice, right? I'm not going to shut her off or I won't be married. But what I mean is, at the end of the day, it's up to you. The advice is all up to you. And just be yourself. So if you guys take anything out of this today from me ranting on, if you be yourself, you're going to be the best person. And if somebody can't see that, then, they can't see it. Who cares? Move on. So you're all beautiful people. We're all beautiful people. We're all... I still makes you sad. Think of the world that people still divide themselves. It doesn't make sense. We all bleed the same. We all have the same color blood. And sometimes I wish these people grew up in other cultures. Sometimes I feel like they need to grow up with other cultures to see that we're all the same. I think I wouldn't be the person if I didn't grow up in another culture that was different than what supposedly the kind of culture that I'm supposed to be in. There's great things in other cultures. So you guys get a chance, man, just open up and just listen to everybody. Beyond that, guys, have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you later.